Alrighty, what's going on, everyone? It's Blue Vein with Profiteer Trading. Today is going to be our post-session review. This is going to be the purpose of this is essentially we're just going to be looking over what happened or what I said was going to happen in the morning and what I was looking out for. And we're going to look at today's price action, see how it reacted to these key levels that we identified earlier today. So let's just get straight into it. So this morning, this was the pre-market prep sheet that I had produced. And we can see this was the main hypos that I had posted. Obviously, they just disappeared on me because Evernote decided to crash. However, the hypo that ended up playing out, I can pull this back up right here. So it was this one right here. We said, the open ended up being a little bit later. It was over here. We're talking right there when I took that screenshot. However, the hypo essentially was saying, hey, if we break this 2910 bear line in the sand, I was going to get short and target these 2900 flats, then run one and see where that goes. So what actually happened today, we opened, immediately saw that drive down, the retest up, and right there was a great place if you wanted to get short, just using that DVA line. If you were following the 2910 line, that obviously is right up here. So 2910, right here where my cursor is, you can see we broke clear, break into it, we came back up, retested. This would have been where you wanted to get short, and we came all the way back down right along that DVA line into the 2900 flat, which was my first target. Then I was going to run one lot. And then we pushed right back up into our DVA, back down. This formed a double bottom. So whenever you're managing a trade, you have to be conscious of these things. We came up, we pushed back down, we formed a double bottom, and that's just only firming up this as a support. So this could have been a decent place for you to say, hey, I'm not going to chance it. I'm just going to take that last lot off and cancel that runner. Obviously, then we came up here. We had some news catalysts come out with China and bring it up. And then a lot of this is all Powell speaking and other fundamental catalysts. Obviously, we ended up pretty getting a nice return pullback off of that DVA high, and a lot of chop right in here, which is to be expected, considering it's this close to view up. And the close, it kind of puked itself back out. So the hypo we had, obviously hypo number 2 from that pre-market prep, we had the breakout pullback of the 2910 bear line in the sand, targeting 2900 flat. So that ended up playing out quite nicely. It's definitely one of those things where when you identify that, as soon as you identify, hey, we've got this pushing order flow down, it's a sell-off, we've already been selling off overnight, everything was tilting towards a risk-off environment, and then as soon as you see it break below your line in the sand, come up, firm up that area right here, I mean, that's a good place to obviously get long, or short, my bad. Don't want to be getting long. We didn't have too many great opportunities here to scale into or add on to size up that trade. This could have been one location where you would be looking to size into a bigger position. Obviously, at that double bottom, that lack to create a lower low would have spooked you out of that, hopefully. I know a lot of traders that were targeting this 2890 key level, which we ended up not being able to hit until the end of the day. However, nevertheless, it was a very interesting session. So as we look into tomorrow, we'll pull up our TPO here and just see what happened with the price action. I know I was saying earlier I was expecting a lot of this excess, or this lack of excess down here to get kind of filled in and supplemented. Even then, I mean, we still had a gap and formed this distribution of sorts down here. But what we do see is, as far as value migration goes, we had value migration up, value migration up, value migration up, failure, came back down, popped up to the top of this value area, tried to break out, it could not, and then we migrated value all the way back down to where we are now. So that is a pretty bearish indicator. We had a failed breakout right here. This would have been the chance if we were going to go and try and climb into these upper echelons, we would have done so there. So that tilts me towards obviously a more bearish bias as we break out of this composite value area low and target these 73s and see where we go from here. As always, tomorrow morning I'll be back out with the latest and greatest. Given the overnight session, we'll have to see how they handle it. And the ever so changing rapid news cycle. Really, it's incredible how much has been coming down the pipeline lately. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Ask any questions you have, and I will see you tomorrow morning. Thank you.